So, at the start, a world attacked by a zombie virus is shown. It has wreaked havoc across the world. Nearly all of the world's humans have either died or been infected by the zombie virus. The government has kept the few remaining survivors in its facilities, much like prisoners. However, there are still about 8% of survivors who did not go to the government camps and remain in their homes. Among these survivors, we find Rari, currently sitting in front of her husband's grave, crying. She had killed her husband herself because he had also been infected by the zombie virus and had become a zombie. As she weeps, she goes inside the house to find that her daughter, who had been attacked by her infected husband, is also dead. Weeping, she apologizes to her daughter for not being able to save her from the virus. Just as she was crying, her grief suddenly turned to fear as her daughter came back to life. But now she was no longer human, but a zombie herself. This shocked Rari, but now she was forced to kill her daughter by shooting her in the head, as she had become a threat to everyone. She had destroyed her entire family with her own hands. This left her devastated. She fell into depression, and 2 years passed in this way. Rari hadn't yet recovered from her grief, and another major issue had arisen. Government organizations were now breaking into homes, removing survivors, taking them to their facilities, and forcibly keeping them there. Furthermore, if they saw any survivor or human outside who refused to obey their orders and enter the facility, they would brutally kill them. During such times, Rari took her gun and went out for a walk. Her father-in-law tells her that walking far is dangerous. A sad Rari tells her father-in-law, when everything has been stolen, what's the danger? Meanwhile, on the other side, we are shown a new character, Nova, who has escaped from a government facility and is being pursued by the facility's officers. He carries a bag with the facility's logo on it, suggesting he was escaping after stealing something from the facility. After injuring the government officer, he meets his friend in the woods. He tells his friend that he stole the serum from the facility that cures infected people, but he was shot while escaping. His friend tells him that if they both escape now, it will be easier for the agents to catch them. Do one thing. Give me your hat and run away. Nova didn't want to leave his friend, but his friend reminds Nova that his son urgently needs the serum right now, and he doesn't have time to think. He takes Nova's hat, and Nova flees. Just then, government agents arrive nearby. Nova's friend tries to distract them by firing at them. One agent was more cunning. She sneaks up behind him and points a gun at him. As soon as Nova's friend looks back, she hits him on the head with the butt of the gun, knocking him unconscious. When the man regains consciousness, they confront him about Nova, but Nova's friend refuses to speak about him. Logan, the agent, becomes enraged. Nova, who had run a long way away, hears the gunshot and realizes his friend has been killed. Saddened, he continues on. Here, we are again shown Rari, sitting by the river, lost in memories of her daughter. The grief had driven her mad, and now she thought, why not go back to where her family was? Why not kill herself? With this thought, she places the gun right at her neck. Just before she shoots herself, she hears a strange sound nearby. Turning around, she sees a horse with a bag belonging to the same organization hanging from it. The sight of it made her heart race, and then she sees a wounded man nearby. She pulls him upright and sees it is Nova. Nova's condition has deteriorated to the point of unconsciousness. Rari sees that his gunshot wound has worsened. He could die at any moment. Rari, terrified, runs away. But after a short distance, her heart stops her. A strange fluttering sensation grips her heart. She brings Nova home on his horse. Rari had brought him and put him in the stable. When Rari checked his bag, she found a vaccine inside that could cure infected people. Seeing the vaccine, Rari was delighted. Then she remembered that it was too late. She had killed the infected people in her family. So she put the vaccine back in Nova's bag. When Uncle Gay returned in the evening, Rari, frightened, told him about Nova. Seeing Nova's bag, Uncle realized that Nova had escaped from the organization. He was now angry at Rari's foolishness because the organization could find them while searching for him, and now both of them, along with Nova, were in danger. Locking the stable door, he told Rory to leave Nova somewhere far away in the morning. This made Rory extremely sad. Uncle tries to cheer her up at the dinner table, telling her that he'll go to the city in a few days and buy some CCTV cameras for their house to increase security. But Rory rebuffs him, asking, "What's there to protect in this house?" With that, Rory goes into her daughter's room and starts crying, clutching her toys. Flashbacks reveal that the day Rory killed her husband and daughter was the day they were infected. Rory's daughter's birthday was the same day they were waiting for Rory's husband, who had gone out to help those infected. When he returned, he was also infected, and he attacked his daughter, infecting her as well. Rory was forced to kill her husband and then her daughter herself. While Rory was lost in her thoughts, she suddenly heard a commotion outside. She stole the key to the stable from her uncle's room and went outside to look. Nova's horse seemed restless in the stable, and Nova wasn't there. Before Rory could look around, Nova came from behind and silenced her with a hand over her mouth. Before they could talk, zombies, hearing their scent, came toward the stable. Rory was terrified by their presence. As Nova and Rory went to close the stable doors, a zombie grabbed Rory, about to kill her. But Nova took Rory's gun and shot the zombie in the head, saving her. After things returned to normal, Rory asked Nova, "Are you a government agent?" Nova replied, "No, I'm not one of them. Give me my bag." Rory knew why Nova was so anxious about the bag. She told him, "Don't worry, your bag is safe." To demonstrate this, she brings him inside the house. Once inside, she gives Nova water to drink and food to eat. Nova was in a lot of pain. Rory also cleans his wound. Immediately, Nova talks about leaving. Rory tells him to stay here tonight. "In your condition, you won't even be able to reach home. If you rest and gather strength tonight, you'll easily reach your destination." Nova tells Rory that it's very important for him to go. "My son was infected 2 days ago, and I need to save him at all costs, and that's why I stole the serum." Rory promises him that she will definitely help him get home, and with this, convinces him to stay the night. When Nova wakes up in the morning, Uncle is standing there, gun pointed at him. Hearing the noise, Rory also comes out. She stops Uncle and asks, "What are you doing?" Nova isn't a government agent like us, he's a survivor, stealing the serum for his infected son. "He's so much better than me. He's trying to save his son, while I killed them both." Uncle becomes emotional as he listens to Rory's words and doesn't say anything to Nova. Rory begins changing Nova's shirt, and Uncle notices that Nova's breathing is very labored. His chest is full of air, and he would soon die. They didn't have a doctor nearby, therefore Uncle takes the risk upon himself, performing a delicate procedure on Nova's chest to remove the air. Nova's condition improves. He's breathing well, but he's lost consciousness due to excessive bleeding. Seeing this, Rory understands that Nova won't be able to deliver the vaccine to his son. Rory decides that she will deliver the vaccine herself to Nova's son. Hearing this, Uncle scolds her, saying that she's not his daughter, for whom he would risk so much. While they were talking, the house alarms started ringing. Uncle went and saw on the CCTV cameras that 2 government agents were standing outside. These were Logan and his companions, who were already after Nova. Seeing this, Uncle quickly rushed inside and ordered Rory and Nova to leave, giving Nova a stamina injection. Rory didn't want to leave Uncle like this, so Uncle promised her that he would definitely come after her. Shortly after they fled, Logan and his companions arrived at their door. Upon arriving, they questioned Uncle about Nova. Uncle blatantly lied, saying that he lived alone and hadn't seen anyone come here in days. Here, Logan asks him, "Why don't you stay at the camp?" He replies, "Because I don't want to leave my son and granddaughter, whose graves I've dug behind my house." He was lying very clearly, but just then, Agent Logan saw Nova and Rory's horse running away. He would deal with Uncle later. He now opens fire to capture them. Uncle also shoots and kills several of his men to save Rory and Nova. But he too is hit by numerous bullets. Rory and Nova disappear from the agent's sight, and in a rage, Agent Logan approaches Uncle, electrocutes him, and then tortures him to death. Logan's assistant was furious with his behavior. He had not even been ordered by the government to do such things to humans. He had killed countless people to satisfy his own evil desires. Finally, his assistant tells him, "I don't want to be a part of your crimes?" Hearing this, Logan becomes enraged and decides to pursue Nova and Rory alone. We then see Nova and Rory approach the forest. Nova tells Rory to return home. "I'll go ahead." Hearing this, Rory replies, "No, I'll go with you to your home. I couldn't save my daughter and my husband, but I don't want to die with the guilt of not helping you save your son." Understanding her situation, Nova nods and gives her a spray that will make them inconspicuous, allowing them to reach his home easily. While they were talking, Logan approached them from behind and began firing at them from a distance. Another bullet struck Nova. The two were forced to flee on foot. Hiding a short distance away, Nova knew he wouldn't be able to reach his home. Therefore, he explained the route to his house to Rory and begged her to save his son's life. He handed her his bag and told her to run away. Now, Logan couldn't reach Rory. A wounded Nova then got up and mustered the courage to stop Logan. Logan attacked him again, but this time, not with a gun, but with his knife. Yet, Nova's urge to save his son was so strong that he didn't give up, even for a second. Despite Logan having stabbed him in the stomach with a sharp stick, he snatched Logan's knife, stabbed him in the neck, and then electrocuted him with his own shotgun, finally killing him. On the other side, we see Rory running through the forest. It was night, and she was being chased by scores of zombies. She somehow managed to escape, falling and hiding behind a tree. She sprayed herself with anti-zombie spray. She then began running again. This time, a zombie, hearing her footsteps, stalked her. It quickly charged from behind and attacked her. But Rory, with all her might, pinned it down, crushing its head with a nearby stone, finally killing it. Killing it felt like she had conquered the world. Relieved, she stood up and realized that the zombie had bitten her, and she would soon be infected. To her shock, she felt a wave of fear, yet also a sense that her daughter was waiting for her. Seeing this, she decided not to give up. She resolved to continue. She resumed her journey towards Nova's house. Despite her deteriorating condition, she finally reached Nova's house by morning. She placed the bag on the doorstep and then turned back, knocking. Nova's mother emerged from inside the house. Seeing Nova's bag on the doorstep, she anxiously asked Rory about Nova. Rory was unable to say anything and simply cried. Seeing this, Nova's mother realized that her son was dead. She took the serum, after which Rory ran to the riverbank, knowing that she would become a zombie and that staying with them could pose a threat. Sitting by the river, she again had a vision of her daughter. About to meet her, her daughter was waiting for her. With this thought in mind, she smiled, placed the gun under her neck, and shot herself, finally dying. Her eyes were shown changing at the last moment. This meant that if Rory hadn't killed herself, she would have become a zombie as well. But by killing herself, she had prevented the world from having another zombie. The movie ends here. See you in the next video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.